The hard conversations that it's really going to take to fix what other people have broken in our society, in our world, in our country, in our communities. Those hard conversations really still aren't happening enough, and they're not happening by enough people. And those conversations always break down by what your beliefs are, or who you vote for, or what your skin color is. That's why we start up with Let's Talk About It. That's why I do what I do. That's why I communicate the way I communicate. That's what I write the way I write.
Welcome, welcome world, welcome America, welcome South Florida to another episode of Let's Talk About It.
Whenever there's an issue, whether it's people trying to raise their wages, people trying to get by, someone who faced police brutality, people rising up in the Middle East Arab world, Marissa Alexander, Trayvon, Occupy even on the streets of the United States. We always try to make sure we talk to the people who are shut out of the mainstream media. But not just talk about issues, but also hear from people who are directly impacted in the thick of movements.
Every week you get insight, every week you get debate, every week you get conversation, and every week you get the information you need to really critically analyze a lot of these issues that other folks won't educate us about.
We are covering stories before anyone else is covering them. It's a show that handles sensitive issues with compassion, thoughtfulness, urgency, and importance.
Since we've been on the air, we've been able to break stories.
So I'm just gonna read specific lines from the deposition of the alleged victim, meaning Marissa Alexander's husband, of what he said when he was being deposed. I got 5 baby mamas. I put my hand on every last one of them except for one. Am I crazy? Am I reading this wrong?
No, you're not reading it wrong.
You asked, okay, are you here legally? And they furnish a Canadian passport. That's then presumption that they're here legally. And I feel like there's a disconnect between that and saying that the bill wouldn't be racially profiling, no?
Well, what we're doing there is we're trying to be sensitive to Canadians.
We wanted to talk to someone that's actually there on the scene.
And they shot dude from the back, from out their vehicle. Wasn't no words exchanged, wasn't no stop, freeze, or anything, just shots fired.
Let's Talk About It has been so important for our community, bringing the issues that we care most about to the radio, to have discussions and dialogues and hear the different perspectives that are out there.
The most dynamic and informative talk radio show in South Florida. We have real hosts talking about real issues, keeping it real in the street, and keeping our community informed and engaged.
No matter how much I know about a topic or how passionately I feel about something, I learn something every week.
It's one of the few media outlets giving voice to important local issues affecting Miami's diverse communities.
It's a great forum to talk about the issues that pertain to Miami, South Florida, and the rest of the country.
We want to take the real talk that we've been doing for 3 years in a bigger and better direction. We want to build our own home so that we can bring the real talk that affects the lives of real people in real time. And we need your help to do that. Real talk is not meaningless debates. Real talk is not meaningless rhetoric. Real talk is not a free-for-all on a radio station. Real talk is something that has to really have a real impact on people's lives. And that's what we try to do with Let's Talk About It.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
I love Let's Talk About It.
Let's talk about it.
Let's Talk About It Radio.
Let's Talk About It Radio.
The latest issues, but also amazing discussions on Let's Talk About It.